all things F1.
Welcome, my dude. How are you today? How are you getting?
I'm good. Feeling fine on you.
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Well, welcome everybody. It's another day. It's another Grand Prix that has just concluded. It's another podcast with Spa and Dad. We welcome you here today. We hope that we're going to have a fun topic because it was a very, very fun kind of Grand Prix. Such a lot of things that happened, such a lot of unpredictables. We're really going to talk about it. It's going to be very interesting today. And as usual, I'm not going alone, right? I'm not here alone. I'm with the expert, the professor, the guy that knows it all. Sport, that is my son. But let's go for it, man. Talk to me.
What are you talking about? What are you gonna say?
We're gonna talk about the race itself. Where do we start? Okay, let's summarize first the Austrian race. I think that's where we should start, right? Because in terms of the Austrian race, we never summarized it. We never spoke about it, right?
Mm.
We just spoke about what could possibly
Oh
happen.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You
yeah.
said that.
Yeah, so maybe it's time to just summarize that one and then talk about the one that we have just watched right now. And then at the end of the episode, what we can talk about is the predictions thereof. How does that sound?
Of which race?
Of the following one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of the following one. How does that sound?
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can
Okay,
do
now
that.
that's cool then. Let's firstly summarize the Austrian race.
Okay, the Austrian race. Before the race started, there was upgrades, major upgrades. Ferrari brought a minor engine upgrade. Helped with the top speed and stuff. Red Bull brought a big chassis upgrade and stuff, and they were said FIA said that they had the biggest engine was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strongest engine. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we
Yeah,
spoke about that
yeah,
part.
that
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, Mercedes didn't really bring anything, but so in terms of results, Russell won the race by like 1.5 seconds. Uh,
1.5.
yeah,
Okay.
Verstappen's pace was great. Past Hamilton, he was ahead of Antonelli. Yeah, he had a good fight with Hamilton though. Nearly had a crash with him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he passed him. Hamilton had no pace really.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
finished fifth. He struggled with the tires and the rear. He kept on
Mm-hmm.
sliding.
Mm-hmm.
So caused a lot of degradation and stuff. Leclerc also didn't really perform well.
Yeah.
Finished eighth also. Both McLarens also didn't really do well.
Mm-hmm.
Highest was fourth by Piastri, I think. Yeah.
And then do you think that I know when we were watching that we were thinking, oh, okay, this could be the end of it. Maybe we were lucky as Ferrari won the previous race before that.
Mm.
And then going into now the Silverstone Grand Prix, right? And then you come in and then you see what has happened, which is what we're gonna essentially talk about right now. We saw Hamilton having the best practice ever because he topped everything in the first practice. Qualifiers, he topped the qualifiers for the sprint race.
Mm.
And then he went ahead and got second place for the sprint race.
Mm.
So that gives you hope that okay, this guy has the pace. Obviously, Mercedes was doing like ridiculous work in Antonelli. So what's your thought about Silverstone? What's happening there? What happened there? Uh, what could have been done right? What could have been done wrong? There's a lot of things that happened in Silverstone
Yeah.
that really we did not expect to happen.
Okay, first off, Hamilton's practice one. He had a very good start of the weekend.
Yeah.
Top practice one and top sprint qualifying, but he just didn't have the long term pace for the sprint race to
Mm.
beat Antonelli. But he did hold on to the lead for a few laps, guess like more than 10 laps. But Antonelli just got him overtake mode. Hamilton says that he didn't really have enough battery or something to
Mhm.
fight back. So Antonelli passed him, then he just kept on making the gap bigger, so Hamilton couldn't really fight back to that.
Let's say I'm an analyst, right? Analyzing, and I'm seeing, okay, this is Ferrari. Ferrari seems to show pace here, and they seem to show pace there. But then in circuits where the straight really is long, we're not seeing a lot of pace there for them because they lose big time there. So if I'm an analyst, or you're an analyst in this case, what do you say to Ferrari right now, knowing what has happened in Silverstone, knowing what has happened in Austria, and obviously the previous races before that?
First off, they are really they on it's that engine, man. The engine, they improved in the straight. So you could see there in the last sector they were actually giving Mercedes a fight and sometimes just gapping them there.
Yeah.
Even though this was a long straight after the Maggots and Beckett's turns, that long straight there. They were good in sector 3, so it shows that that engine upgrade that they brought in Austria helped a little bit, and their low drag upgrade that they brought to Britain.
Yeah.
So for now, we are still waiting because I heard that they are gonna bring another engine upgrade to Monza,
Yeah.
not to Belgium. Even though Belgium is a straight track, you could see that sector 1 is full
Sure.
of straights. But sector 2 will help them a little bit
Mhm.
because it's corners. It's
Okay.
mostly corners.
Yeah, yeah.
So that might also help.
A very good advantage. Okay, let's talk about the nitty gritties, right? Um, Charles Leclerc wins the race in Silverstone. Fair and square. The safety car didn't go out. They thought that it was going to go out, didn't go out. But then Charles was already
For
in the front, right? But if we look at the race, right, and how the race was going before Kimi started having the problems with the steering wheel, I guess my question here comes: do you think that Charles was warranted, or Charles got the win because of the problems that Kimi had, or do you feel that Charles would have won anyway with the pace that Kimi was coming at during the race?
I think he got helped by Antonelli's problem with the aero stuff. Um, he he was leading, but Antonelli had way fresher tires. I think had
Mhm.
some fresher tires than Shaw,
Yeah,
and he was
the difference was 10 laps.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was gonna catch up so quickly and might have passed him. So that helped him a lot. Shaw.
Yeah, because when I looked at it, it was, I think, Charles at 6 laps remaining, he was having the gap in seconds was 3.5, right? And then you start to ask yourself, if the boy didn't have the problem that he had with the steering wheel, what was going to happen? Now you go to the squabble, or the blunder, if I could call it that, where, let's say, Hamilton went into the pits during the safety car, right? Russell decided to stay out. Uh, Obviously, Hamilton was in Russell's back. All right. Oh, no, no,
I
no,
was in front
no.
of us.
He was in front of Russell. Do you think that was the biggest mistake by Ferrari? What's your thoughts on that?
But it's not really their fault also, because the FIA said the lap cars can overtake.
Hmm.
So when they see that, the next lap they're gonna go racing.
Yeah,
But so Ferrari pit before they said that Russell stayed out, thought it was too short to race again just for one lap.
yeah.
So what did the FIA do? They did that what Russell was thinking, so it paid off for him, not for Ferrari. But I still don't understand why they say lap cars can overtake
Uh
if
huh.
they are just gonna end the race like that.
Do you think Russell is the smartest F1 guy at the moment? Do you remember there was this double yellow flag thing that happened, and he was like, "No, I'm not gonna get a penalty," or something like that, and he really didn't. And right now he's also looking into the fact that okay, this could be too short because there was 3 laps remaining before, or about 4 laps remaining, right? And then the safety car came through, and then now he had the mentality and the fortitude to kind of think, oh, okay, this could be too short for us to race again. Do you think he's the smartest driver
He
around at the
should be
moment?
the smartest, or he's lucky also.
Oh,
He
he's like,
also might be very lucky, but he is quite smart for these decisions that he made and stuff.
if we're looking at Ferrari right now, right? If we're gonna talk about reliability, Hamilton's car has been very reliable, right? And on top of that, Ferrari hasn't had as many um, car problems as Mercedes has. Um, can we say that okay, right now Ferrari for sure has has found the formula in terms of reliability? Because if you look at the past 2 years or 3 years,
They're
if there
bad.
was one thing that was a problem with Ferrari, it was reliability, right?
Mm.
Can we then say, okay, we are no longer concerned about
The past.
Ferrari's
Past.
reliability issues? Do you think that that's where we are right now? What's your thoughts?
A Ferrari is the most reliable car right now. A
Hmm.
top 10 car is the most reliable. So you can say they might not have a chance to like have little, like very little engine failures in the future than Mercedes and Red Bull and McLaren.
Yeah.
Because McLaren is also suffering from the Mercedes thing right now.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
So, but Mercedes brought a fix to their engine, but McLaren couldn't. Norris couldn't really get it because all of these DNFs because of that engine. So he's used
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
many so far. If he uses again one, he's gonna get a penalty for the race.
Uh huh. Uh huh. And then if you look at it again from like the the Hamilton point of view, right? Do you feel like the mistake that he did when the race was starting, where he got a 5 second penalty? First and foremost, what happened there? Do you know what happened?
It
I'm
was
still not sure about what happened
it
there.
was a false start. So he moved the car too early before the lights went out.
But he
So
didn't pass the line
yeah,
though.
that's what they're saying. But yeah, still, it was a false start. The FIA said 5 second penalty. Then he had to serve it anyways.
Okay. Hamilton doesn't get a penalty. It's a straightforward race, right? Do you it, does he get the win? Or does he have a fighting chance? Well, what's
He will if after Antonelli's problem he'll get second. He doesn't really get the win. Charles will. I'm not sure he will fight Charles for the win because it's gonna be a Ferrari one too. So
hmm
no need to take any risks and stuff.
yeah.
So but I think he's gonna go little. He's gonna cool down probably. He's gonna let Charles take the win, or because the safety car didn't go in anyways, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was gonna stay Ferrari one too.
Mm-hmm.
Because
This is assuming that Antonelli was gonna have the problem anyway. Because if you would think about it, he was pushing too hard. He was doing only like what qualifying laps while chasing Charles, which is probably why the car just decided, no, I'm done now. You're pushing me too hard. That that's
he
what I thought anyway. What's up?
the thing that happened with Antonelli, I think there was a cover that blocked his aero stuff,
Okay.
so it
Yeah,
was hard.
I saw them taking out and
Yeah,
something
it
there.
was
Yeah.
something that was blocking there, so the air couldn't really go in. But I'm not sure if it was gonna be that bad because you could see he couldn't really turn and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that arrow really did him bad. And then he got a 5 second penalty for going off track, even
Yeah.
though we couldn't turn that much. ended up being the last car.
He's also lost because with a DNF that means you're losing all the points, right? And this is a person this is a driver that's used to getting at least second or first, right? Now he's out, which means he loses at most 25 points or 26 because he also gets the fastest lap,
But the
right?
fastest lap isn't there anymore.
Is it not there anymore? So 25 points,
Yeah,
right?
25.
So now you get to a situation where you're asking yourself, is the lead vulnerable now? Is the lead at a stage where Hamilton can say, I can see a situation where I could win the championship, where George could say, "Oh no, I can see a situation where I could really really get into the championship as well." What's your thoughts on that?
Now they're very close to Antonelli now, more
Mm,
than they've been the last time. Cause remember the DNF in Barcelona and this one here
yeah,
is
yeah.
affecting him very
Hmm.
bad now. Russell, I think, is now 21 points close to Antonelli. So if Antonelli DNFs the next race and Russell say now he takes first place,
Yeah.
Russell could be the lead of the championship by then.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it's still it's close now. It's way closer than before.
Yeah.
And Antonelli really needs to, like, 'cause I would say, like, calm things down
Come.
there and be a little bit more careful. Cause say now he has a crash all by
Yeah.
himself. It's gonna be over. No one can do anything. The
No one can.
points, it's just gonna go back.
But then he from what I'm seeing, he doesn't have the leeway to kind of relax, because what we're seeing with George is that George has the same car, right? That could potentially run at the speed that Antonelli is getting, or the pace that he's getting as well. But because Antonelli is pushing almost all the time and is able to consistently do very, very fast laps, you could see almost all the time where he's fast, he's very, very fast, right? And that puts him at a position where Ferrari at the moment, in Hamilton specifically, are not able to catch up. But then if ever he would be, let's say, 200ths of a second, like two, um, let's say, yeah, in the 200ths, in terms of slowness, then he'd be in a problem, because it would mean then that he's at the pace where Ferrari is at. You know what I mean? Or is at the lesser pace like Russell is finding himself in, which means he won't be able to compensate for that, which means that the pushing of the car in and of itself is because he knows he will not be able to be just relaxed and be like Verstappen in the other races where he was winning all these championships. Verstappen used to just gap the whole field, and then thereafter he would manage his tires. But right now we don't have a driver that is that comfortable in terms of these races that we are seeing, because they are that super close. If you are going to be out here catching yourself being like managing, then the guys are going to catch up eventually, and then you're
Yeah.
going to find yourself racing again. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, we go now to Red Bull, dude. What do you think is wrong with the Red Bull? What can they fix? What if you were their principal? What do you say?
I'm still not sure what's wrong. I haven't really done that much research on them specifically. But
Because you're busy with Ferrari all the
yeah,
time.
busy with Ferrari all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I haven't really done anything about them. Still, still not sure what's wrong with their car. They have they say must they have the best engine
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Don't know what's going on. Maybe it's still the arrow
Hmm.
stuff, the
Um,
chassis.
we see him, dude, going off the track like in the last moments of the race, right? He's obviously pushing because he's also seeing an opportunity because he was behind Hamilton at the time, you know. So he's thinking, okay, maybe I could catch up here and get some major points. So do you think maybe there could be a problem, let's say mechanically in the car that they're not getting right? What could it really possibly be?
I think the crash there by Silverstone, the um the aero thing didn't close in time.
In time,
So
yeah.
while he was in the corner, he had like not enough downforce, so the car like just span. So he was trying to correct the car, but
It was
it
too late.
just too late to do that.
Then what do they do in this case? So try to fix the wing.
No, not really, because it was just like a one-time
One
problem.
time, okay.
Didn't really do that all the race. Just didn't time it correctly.
All right. We have rookies and mine in particular is the Lindblad boy. If ever you were to say, okay, Lindblad, because Lindblad for me is very consistent for a rookie. He's almost always in the points, by the way, as a rookie, you know, which is not something that everyone has during their first year of Formula One. So, if you were to kind of predict a future for him, what would you say?
I would say he starts uh moving to. I think it's he's too early to move to a bigger team so
Yeah.
far.
Uh-huh.
He still has to get well this car, get used to these regulations.
Sure.
Cause 2027, I think they're gonna change the engine stuff
Okay.
60-40%
Mm-hmm.
instead of
50
50-50.
50 as it
Yeah.
is now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So yeah, they are. He still has to get used to. Probably spend 2 years where he is
Mm-hmm.
before moving to a different team, or if they keep him still.
Yeah. Silverstone was a very interesting race, right? I think we can all kind of attest that it was a very great race. I liked it myself. I really felt like it was giving us what we needed. We saw them fighting when they had fresher tires. Yeah, the other cars were catching up. So we didn't have necessarily a very fast car in Silverstone. We had 3 or 4 cars that were in contention for the first place position. You know, with Antonelli having a slight edge, yes. Well, Charles having newfound pace, but then we could argue and say Verstappen also had pace a little bit there, and of course Russell had a little bit of pace, but then not as much as Lewis,
Charlotte and Antonelli.
Charles and Antonelli. Would you say that that safety car it ruined the climax of the race?
Yeah, it would have been some people would like more would be more surprised because it
Yeah.
would be a Ferrari one too
Uh
most.
huh. Uh huh.
But the safety car, last it should have been like a last lap sprint race, like
Yeah. Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
one lap. Everyone would enjoy it.
Uh huh.
Fans would love it, but don't know what the FIA thought and stuff. Because it would be very nice to see one more like just one lap of racing.
In that race, who was your driver of the day?
It was Shaw. He did very good that weekend.
Uh
That
huh.
whole weekend, not the whole weekend, but that race, he was the driver of the day.
He managed very well. If you were saying okay in terms of deserving the win, you would say really Charles
Yeah, it was
deserved it. Yeah.
no, not really Shaw. I think Lewis deserved it more than him.
How so?
Oh, you talking about the entire weekend or this the race?
The race itself.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the race
Shaw
itself.
Shaw really deserved that win. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that he reminded us why he's still at Ferrari? You feel like he's shown that okay, he's not lost his way because after those bad weekends, Formula One's very fast, right? People forget quickly how Shaw was very good. Now all of a sudden we forget that okay, now this guy is not performing anymore. It's like we have very little memories when it comes to
Yeah.
Formula One. So, do you think now he's solidified his place? He's kind of come back and said, "Guys, don't forget about me." Specifically, the fans. I'm sure that like the principals and everyone in the paddock is okay because they know how racing works. But us, the fans, we are very impatient. Do you think that he's gotten that sentiment
Uh,
back? Yeah.
I think he gained his confidence back now in this race. He Now I think he's carrying more confidence into this race, the Spa race
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think he must just keep on with the momentum, keep on maximizing the points.
Dog, what's your thoughts about Hajar though?
Haja, he is getting much closer than before.
Yeah.
He's almost like Perez now, but he's just not consistent how
Uh
close he
huh.
is. Before in practice, he was close to Verstappen. In qualifying, he was also close to Verstappen,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
race, his start was very bad, so he had to come back again. So we didn't really have a fight between them.
Dude, we usually see these midfield cars doing great, obviously, but then they never consistent. It's either, let's say, we get the Racing Bulls having a good weekend, and then we have, let's say, Williams having a good weekend, and then we have this, and then we have that. But how significant do you see the Racing Bulls 6th and 7th? Right? Was it 6th and 7th? Yeah, P6 and Lawson was 6th, and then Lindblad 7th.
Yeah,
How
yeah, yeah.
good was that?
It was very good for them because they were already in the points anyways.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
was gonna be a good weekend anyway because they're already in the points. So far, I think that Racing Bulls are the fastest midfield car.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's what I think about them.
Okay, now what's the next race?
It's gonna be at Belgium.
Belgium. Explain Belgium.
So Belgium is a mix of high, low, and high speed corner, medium speed, and a fast street. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like a high speed track, except for sector 2, I guess.
Okay, all right. Cars that have an advantage in Belgium.
Mercedes,
Mm-hmm.
um, Ferrari in sector 2. Think think McLaren should finally wake up this in this Belgium race. Should
Yeah.
show what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think Red Bull would be following behind them. So I think that the top cars would be between Ferrari and Mercedes. I think Mercedes would take it. Mercedes, then Ferrari.
If everything goes well, Mercedes takes most races,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Yeah, if
mm.
everything goes well. I think we've gathered that much. I think we've gathered that Mercedes has the pace. They are the leaders, but everything should go well with them because of their reliability issues, right? Um, look, man, there's a question that I have here, right? Like, was Silverstone a Ferrari masterclass, or was it just a missed opportunity by Mercedes?
It was a
It's a good question, right? Because
was a missed opportunity for Mercedes because
yeah,
Russell also didn't do what that well. If it wasn't for the safety car
uh huh,
and Antonelli didn't have his problem, Russell wouldn't be really there. We wouldn't really get a podium.
yeah.
Then it would be second for Charles and third for Hamilton.
Then for Hamilton.
Yeah,
So
so
either way, Ferrari was going to get the
yeah,
podiums.
he was gonna get both podiums.
Yeah. If it like the way I'm impressed with Ferrari is when they get a 5 second penalty and still manage to make the podium. That is impressive.
They are fastness.
Yeah, they did me really good on that one. Okay, now before I let you go, right? Let's talk about the next race. We've
Okay.
seen enough now to kind of get into the predictions of the second the consequent races. So let's do the top 10
Top 10.
for Belgium.
Okay. Where do we start? By number
Let's
10?
start with number 10. Let's start with number 10.
Number 10, think that some reason I think Bortoleto or Hulkenberg would take number 10.
Bartoletta or Hulkenberg
In the Audi cars.
in the Audi cars.
Yeah, they are good at the straight. Because it's a
But
straight
the
circuit.
Audis,
Yeah.
where do you get that, dude?
Yeah, just trust me. You're gonna see.
I put the Audis at 16,
No, they're not that.
15, 16.
They are a 12 or 13 car. They 13. They are like almost
They
second
very
place.
they very inconsistent though. They not very consistent bunch of
They are
guys.
consistent in 11th place behind the points and stuff.
Okay. Let me not debate with you. On that. Okay.
Hulkenberg there.
Hulkenberg number 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be Arvid Lindblad.
Okay. Lindblad. Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Then Lawson's gonna get again points again.
Number 8.
Number 8. For number 7, say Isaac Hatcher is gonna get 7th.
7. So you're still putting him there.
Yeah,
He's still not consistent enough, right?
to be there on top. So number 7.
He was P5 in the last race.
Yeah.
But then there was these DNFs and everything else. So you would have been essentially 7th.
Yeah. So number 7 is gonna be Hatcher. Number 6, it's gonna be Norris. Because I think Piastri is better in this track than him. So I'm gonna say Norris number 6 and number 5.
Norris number 6.
Norris is gonna be number 6. Number 5 would be Verstappen. Number 5 Verstappen.
I think you're testing me, dude. You're putting why?
Because I don't think that car is gonna be really good at that track.
Okay.
That's because it's gonna be because of these aero problems, I guess.
After what he showed us in Austria, I wouldn't take him out.
Because that is a very different track between Belgium and stuff.
Okay.
So I'll put him number 5. He's gonna be very close to Piastri at the end.
Yeah.
So Piastri is number 4.
Piastri number 4. You put Norris at number 6 and Piastri at number 4.
Norris is gonna have a bad race there. He's gonna have a bad race.
Norris, bad race.
Yeah. Then it's
Okay.
gonna be number 4. Wait, I did something wrong. I forgot to put.
You said number 4 is going to be
Piastri.
Piastri, yes. So we've got essentially 3 drivers left, and you've taken out
Russell. I forgot to add Russell. I forgot Russell. That means there's gonna be a DNF in that race. You know what's happening? One of between the Mercedes or Ferraris are gonna crash in that race. And
Did you just predict that?
yeah, I predicted that. You're gonna see, man. You're gonna see.
So you're saying to me, because you forgot about Russell, then there is a high probability of Russell essentially getting...
Between Russell and Antonelli, all the Ferraris are gonna crash.
Oh, man.
If it's like that, then it's gonna be probably like Leclerc, Hamilton third. Then
Okay.
not sure if I should say Antonelli wins it again, but I think they might do it again. Between the Mercedes I think Russell's gonna win this one again. He's gonna win this race.
Do you have him on a DNF or not?
Nah, Russell isn't doing it. Antonelli's gonna have the bad race then.
He's gonna have the bad race. Oh man,
It's gonna rain there. It's gonna rain.
This is some voodoo stuff that you're talking about. How do you know it's gonna rain? Because the weather has been superb, dude. It's summertime that time.
Yeah, probably it's not gonna.
It's probably not gonna rain. But anyway, what's this? So we have the top 3. You have the 2 Ferraris, and then you have 1 Mercedes as the first.
Yeah.
So we still, I think we're still in agreement that
Mercedes are fast.
for as long as McLaren is not showing any improvements in its engine and its reliability issues, I'm always going to put them 6th, 7th. I'm always going to put them there, right? Provided that there is no DNF in the race, I have my top 4 as either Verstappen or Russell at number 4. Either Ferrari driver, that is either Hamilton, but Hamilton for me is still the faster driver, so I'll always have him on second or first place up until Leclerc shows continued, consistency. Otherwise, for now, I have Hamilton on second or first place. I have Antonelli because of his consistency as well. Because last week was not Antonelli's fault, right? It was essentially the garage's fault or the car's fault, whatever the case may be.
The curb did that.
So I have a Red Bull or Mercedes on fourth place. I have 2 Ferraris or a Ferrari and a Mercedes on third and second, and I have a Ferrari or a Mercedes on first. That's me. So if we were to go the 3 positions in the podium, I would have Charles Leclerc, I would have Hamilton, and I would have Antonelli in any order. That's how I see it at the moment, and this is just based on the races that we have seen. Ferrari has shown a huge amount of resilience. Okay, good. Any last words before I let you go, my man?
Not really.
Not really.
Just much.
Okay, fantastic stuff, guys. Thank you very much for today. Listen, it's starting to be very interesting in Formula One right now. We're starting to see quite a lot of these DNFs. We're starting to see quite a lot of these, accidents and these safety cars. Everything is starting to be just very interesting, and we're almost mid-race, right? So we're starting to see, and what the most interesting thing is that even though Antonelli is in the forefront, because of these inconsistencies and these reliability issues, we really don't know who is going to win the season, right? We have a team that's been reliable for quite some time, so it's gonna be very interesting what happens in the next few weeks of F1. So let's see each other on the Belgian Grand Prix. It's gonna be very interesting. We've given you our predictions anyway, so if you are a betting person, go ahead, trust us on that. Just joking. Right, guys. Let's see each other in the next one. Were you saying something?
God, it's not for persons under the age of 18.
Not for persons under the age of 18. Right, guys. See you in the next one, and thank you very much. Have yourself a lovely one.